Okay, perfect.
So good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Well, it's a pleasure for me to introduce Senia, the Director of Sales of Mamula Island, a wonderful addition to our collection. So Senia, we cannot wait for you to take us around and show you your beautiful property.
Thank you very much, Dominique. I'm quite lucky to be part of such a special collection. And hi to all of you. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, hopefully very soon, and hopefully on Mamula Island. So now I will share the screen and start a little bit presenting about a property. Although you can see on our backgrounds, as Dominique and myself, we were talking how princessy we feel being in front of the fortress. I'll give you the stories about the history and the design, but first it's easier to show you how it really looks.
I'm outside the wall, and then you're inside. You're right behind the door.
That's true.
Ready
That's true.
to pull the chain.
I was thinking if I should say it now, yeah. So well, Dominique is in front of our beautiful property, which is actually the hotel, which was the fortress from 19th century. It was built on 1852. So quite old building, but with completely new spirit and some fresh additions to it. So basically, I'm inside. As you can see, I passed the bridge where Dominique is, and this mechanism, this small mechanism that you see, is actually original mechanism for pulling up the bridge to protect the fortress from outside attacks at the time. Now we are not protecting, only doing the privacy buyout, so we can do those, and the mechanism still works. So it's the beauty of the restoration of something old and giving it a completely new purpose these days. So as you can see, she's in front, I'm inside, and now we will take you a little bit through the island and give you a bit different perspective from it. Because usually we do have questions when we say, okay, we are Mamula Island, but people ask what is there on the island. And sometimes it's hard to explain that there is nothing but us. So our beautiful island is perfect for private events, for buyouts, for privatizing the whole area, because it can be easily connected and disconnected, of course, if you want to. So I will start with a short video just for you to understand the surrounding and the beauty of Montenegro around our island. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's us in very short and crisp video, but you could see what kind of colors, what kind of natural beauties are we surrounded with. And also what you could see is that the shape of the fortress is round, because it is actually laying on the island called Lastavica, but the first name that fortress had was Rotonda. So everything is a round shape, which is actually seen as a jewel, architectural jewel. As General Lazar Mamula, who was building it, was kind of building a monument for himself. So this was one of the most beautiful fortresses that he did from Austro-Hungarian time. So as I said in the beginning, this is the outside of the fortress where Dominique is standing. And as you can see, the preservation and restoration that we did on the property. And of the left-hand side, you are already inside and having the feeling of the pool and privacy and the energy of the island. I have to say that, for example, the video that you saw doesn't really do a favor to the property, because nothing can transform the beauty of those sunrises and sunsets till you come and see it. And I have to say that really the colors are changing depending on the month you're staying with us, or with the time, of course, of the years, you know. So they're coming from the heavy for really strong yellow to reddish, and then coming to the pink color. So it's quite beautiful for doing different activities and enjoying the view. But going a little bit back, I would just like to give you a short story about our beautiful country. So Montenegro is a tiny jewel, I would say. We are surrounded by Croatia, Serbia, Albania, and people are really discovering us, I believe, these days. You know, in the last couple of years, Montenegro is going through quite an expansion, with investing quite a lot in very strong brands coming to the destination, but also the infrastructure, the flight connections, and etc. What you see here on the picture is actually Boca Bay. We are part of the Boca Bay, just this part here. And it is under UNESCO heritage. Yeah? So the whole area is protected, and it has its own beauty. The charm of Montenegro is actually, as you can see, the difference between the mountains and the seaside. And you can be having like horseback riding or enjoying the mountains in just 1.5 hour drive away from us. Or you can enjoy the seaside, in investigating parts of Boca Bay. This in front of us is Kotor, which is one of the closest cities to us, and Herceg-Novi, yeah? So just seeing the beauty from the bird's perspective, it gives a little bit of different feeling. But not only that, due to the fact that Montenegro is quite rich in natural beauties, we are very well known for good rafting tours. So only 2 hours away from the property, there is a lot of tours that can be organized, like rafting. But also in Boca Bay, there are beautiful places to visit, like this small church that is done on artificial island. There is a whole legend about it, and I don't want to discover you all now, because at the end of the day, you have to come and discover it by yourself. I'm just giving you a glimpse and a little bit of information. We have beautiful culinary experience in Montenegro. We are very well known for organic and local products still. And there is a lot of those in our surroundings. So we are just across the Luštica Peninsula, where you can really enjoy the beauty of nature, the beauty of natural ingredients that we are using, and also the beauties of nature, like the Blue Cave here, when we do the snorkeling and we do the tours, which is just like 10 minutes away from us. So combining the food experience and nature, I think we are the next place to be for the season 2025, yeah? So now we are coming to the topic how to get to us, because it's not always easy, as tiny as we are and as much as we are working on infrastructure. Sometimes it doesn't look that easy, but we are very well connected, especially with Croatia. Most people are coming through the airport in Dubrovnik. And funny fact is that actually Dubrovnik airport is much closer to us than to Dubrovnik. So it is very well connected, and it takes only 1.5 hours, let's say, drive maximum to the property, to the island. But also you can choose to come with a helicopter, or you can come with a boat, which makes a trip a bit shorter. Another closest airport to us is Tivat, which is only 40 minutes away from, which is located in Montenegro, and it's 40 minutes away from us, combining the land and sea transfer. And it is also quite well connected, especially during season months. What I didn't mention, as I say now, during season months, is that we are a seasonal property, and that we are opening 20th of April 2025 and closing 20th of October, for example, this year. So we are the property that half of the year is on, half of the year is off, working on the maintenance and natural beauties of the weather. So you see this little dot, how close we are to Croatian border. Nevertheless, just across us is Luštica Peninsula, which has a beautiful project as well, with a lot of bars, restaurants. They do organize a lot of concerts. There was a lot of pop stars coming, also opera stars. So there is quite a few activities that you can do while staying with us. So the slide with text, I know is everybody's favorite slide, so I will not go through this. This is just for you later to have an information on one page what are the activities that we had, and I will continue in the same style as we started. So going back to the inside of the fortress and to the pool, I would like to present you our pool deck area, which is the area which is consisting of 3 pools, 2 with a salt water, sea salt water, and 1 with sweet water. The pools are located in the center of the fortress, and there is actually the main restaurant, the pool deck restaurant, where we do organize all those beautiful private or corporate celebrations. And when you see this area in the normal setup, it can, for example, have like 80 people. But for special events, we can do up to 400 people when covering the pools and doing the banquet setup. So we are very flexible in terms of organization of the events and are trying to be very innovative and are always looking forward that this new pair of eyes come to us and with new ideas, because we learn with each client what we can do. Yeah. So these beautiful sides that you see here are as well, we call those sun deck and pine deck, and they really have a beautiful view. And on that upper area is one of the restaurants, which is called Kamena. Kamena is our fine dining restaurant. We have some special plans for next year. We will keep you posted via Dominique about those plans. But Kamena is one of the most coziest place, let's say, in the property. It can fit up to 60 people, and the catch with Kamen is that it was designed as a ship, as a yacht. So the idea is when you are dining and enjoying your meal in the coziness of the fireplace, that you can enjoy the view like you are on the yacht. I have to say, and I even said it to Dominique, sometimes I really have a feeling like I'm on the yacht. So the brain does its own tricks. Yeah. The cuisine here is really, as I said, a fine dining restaurant. So we have quite a plans for next year, and we keep you posted about those. The next restaurant is something completely different, as this one is closed with small windows, cozy with fireplace. This one is completely open, having 3 terraces, which can accommodate up to 150 people in different kind of setups. We do a lot of private celebrations there as well. And this restaurant is on the cliffs of the island. So this is the only property, this is the only place that is actually organized out of the island. And the view on the Montenegro coastline is just gorgeous. It's a nice romantic place where we do have a beautiful barbecue place. So we do like grilled octopus, and this is the menu: fresh fish. Also, we have a lovely pizza oven, which is always interesting, which always the youngest enjoy this. But we are not skipping it as well, just for your info. So it's really a beautiful local fresh place. And evenings here, I have to say, are something special. But not only evenings, even in the mornings, we completely clean up the space, and we can even do yoga sessions there. I'm telling you this just for you to understand that we are very flexible in terms of organization, and that we are trying to find special spots in the property when guests can enjoy most. And this is one of the places where we do sunrise yoga, because the sunrise is on that side and it's just gorgeous. Another, I'm always saying a favorite place of mine, but Pinea Bar is something special, I would say. It's a really hidden gem on the island. And it can accommodate up to 20 people, which is perfect for small gathering. Or if you are an individual traveler, it is perfect to meet other guests in the property who share the same passions as you. We do have quite a collection of cigars. And what we are actually very proud of is that we are doing a mixology on the spot based on the taste based on the guest preferences. And we are trying to use as much as local flavors as possible, you know, in mixology as well, combined with the premium drinks from all around the world. But this is really a little gem where you can hide and enjoy your time, get disconnected as well, or get connected with some other guests in the property. The nice part here on this photo, you can see the artwork on the wall. Just try to remember it. We will come to an end when we come to an end of the presentation, because we do have quite a lot of activities in the property itself, and one of them is Artist in Residency program. So that's one of the pieces that is from the program. So just a little hint of the culinary journey with our beautiful chef Erika. Erika Archambault used to be a chef in Paris. She worked in Michelin star restaurants, and she used to work in Greece as well. So it's a beautiful mixture of Paris and Mediterranean. And you can just imagine what she could discover in the nature of Montenegro and use her talents and skills to produce something different for our island only. Yeah, so we are quite proud to have her in our team. This place that you see here is called Atrium, and Atrium is one of the places that really has many functions and purposes. And as you can see, we try to use every corner for different things. These stairs are guiding you to the sky suites and panoramic suites. And around the atrium, there is a wet area, massage rooms, and yoga session rooms. But atrium here, as you can see, can accommodate up to 80 people in theater style. And we did organize quite a lot of concerts. We are part of Operosa, so we do have an opera concerts here. And you cannot imagine the acoustics and the beauty of sitting there in this beautiful area and enjoying some gorgeous voices, or having the piano concerts as well. So we did here as well the art painting classes. So it's quite of the multifunctional spaces, I said, with a really special energy, because on the top there is a glass roof. So the nights are just gorgeous. You see the stars. If you're during the day, you feel the different colors of the day, as you can see on the photos, the shades. So it's a special place for us. This is one of the this is a studio room, and this is on disposal to the guests if they want to have some time alone. We have a beautiful collection of the books they can enjoy there, or if they have some meeting and they need a privacy, if they want to do a call or if they want to do a live meeting, we do have a venue. But most of the time it is used by a group of men to watch football games, football, tennis, and basketball, you know. So this is the loudest room from time to time in the property, although we thought it is going to be a silent room. So different kind of activities can be done here, but also when we are organizing events, this is the place where we organize dining for band, for entertainment, or for flowers and etc. So different spaces around the property. This one is covered because most of our places are not covered. As you could see, they have the open sky as a roof. So we are coming to the helipad, which is more time used for events than for heli landings, I have to say. We have quite a few heli landings, but much more events. Because the feeling you have there, as you can see on this last photo, is actually you're on a palm of the hand, you know. It's like you're surrounded by this beautiful fortress, and you have an open view to Montenegro coast. And it really has a special, I have to say, it really has a special flavor. Different kind of setups can be done there as well. For the private events and weddings, we can do welcome reception, and as you can see, we can accommodate up to 200 people for the cocktail reception, and for the banquets we can do up to 100. But whatever you decide, we are open, either to use it as a helipad for a landing or to use it as an event. You just let us know and we do organize it. Everything is possible with us. So going back to the heart of the property, and those are rooms. We do have two type of the rooms, let's say two style of the rooms. One is heritage, and this is actually these are the rooms that got restored and that we rebuild them completely. And these are the rooms that are completely fresh and are addition to the property. So due to the fact that we are UNESCO heritage and that we are protected by UNESCO, what we did when we were doing the construction, it is a montage, so it can be taken off when our lease is out. So just for your information, we do have a contract with the government. The owner of our property is having contract with our government on 49 years. And this investment was a bit more than 60 million euros. Yeah, so in total for 32 rooms, 3 restaurants and 1 bar, as you could see. So going into the different styles of the rooms, I have to say that honestly, every time when I enter the room, I'm impressed, and every time that I have to present it, I enjoy it. As being Montenegrin myself, I'm very proud on this project, I have to say, and I'm very proud of the owner of our hotel who had the sense for the history, for the architectural jewel it is. So seeing here one of the junior suites, you see the construction here. So in order to protect and not to demolish the fortress, all the bathrooms in these type of the rooms are actually done as a separate areas, and all the technical stuff is located here. So we were really thinking on every little aspect how to preserve the place. But you see the floors are original floors from the fortress. They were just well restored. What we did is actually we had a lovely cooperation with Montenegrin artists. So we wanted the Montenegrins to leave a mark on the property that belonged to us for 170 years. And there is a lot of artworks done by Montenegrin local artists. But the most beautiful part is actually furniture, because the furniture is done in the old way, like they did it in the 19th century, and you will see it when you visit us. So there are no nails or anything inside. It is just wood on wood. And that's the beauty of the design, and all natural materials in most of these areas. As you can see, these connections here, how they are done. We won, as I said, the V Studio from Berlin did the design, and we won an award. Also, in these rooms, they are quite spacious. They have more than 69 square meters. From the other side, there is also a living area with the gooby chairs and quite a cozy place to enjoy. But these rooms have very high ceiling, have these stone walls, and are very comfortable during summer months, because it tends to get quite hot in Montenegro. So this is a good hideout for summer months. Going to another category of the rooms, we have in total 5. This is one of the Sky Suites, and Sky Suites, you could see it if you learn about us through some magazines, or if you go to our webpage, you will see that they are really the jewel of the property. We found actually nobody expected when we entered to do the restoration of the property. Nobody expected to find this. And they found 9 layers of coloring on the ceilings. So it is believed that the generals who were staying in these rooms, when their wives would come from Austria, because in Austria it was trend at the time to paint the ceilings, they would bring artists with them to make this place beautiful and to make it more artistic. So what is really not common for the fortresses, because how many fortresses all of us have chance to see in our lives, and there was no paintings in those. So this really makes our special. Not that it's our, but it's special. So you can see the different layers, the different styles that they were using, but also you can see these amphoras here. They are not original, unfortunately, amphoras, but what we do, we were trying to recreate the amphoras of that time, of the 19th century, so that the guests, when they come, they can experience the whole story of the time. So that's one of our beauties. Uh, Going now to the new area, to the as we call it, contemporary design. But before going forward, I will just tell you that on the left-hand side, you can see the logo of our island, which is like a small map of it. And then what part that is colored is showing the place of the room on the island. If you research by yourself on the web page later, for you to understand. So these rooms are having similar furnishing, but completely different atmosphere. And we have 8 of these rooms with beautiful balconies which are overlooking the horizon. So there is no land, which you can see there. You can just enjoy the beautiful view of horizon and agavas and some nature that we actually planted there. Because of the UNESCO heritage, we are not allowed to do to plant any high trees because of the roots. But what we did, we were planting the trees that are actually belonging into this area, which are naturally grown in our area. So you will see a lot of agavas around. So going back to the contemporary part of the hotel, we do have another 2 type of the rooms, which are panoramic rooms and suites. As you can see, the furnishing is similar, the same, but the beauty of these suites is that they are on the top of the round part of the atrium. And they are all covered with a beautiful terrace, which goes all around in 360 degrees of atrium. So each room has, let's say, a part of the view, and they really have magnificent view on the coast, on the Croatia as well, because it's just like it looks like it's 5 minutes away from us, and Montenegro. And what we do in these rooms, we do have a special setup. We have a room for stargazing, so you can enjoy your time, either make your small cinema and enjoy your private time, or if you are if the weather is lovely and you are in the mood to look at the stars, we can organize it for you and even bring somebody to explain what is currently happening on the sky. Quite a romantic place, I have to say. So going back to the spa area, this is one of the entrances to the spa relaxing area. And here you can see the preservation and beauty of restoration of the place, but also these tiny small windows of the fortress that look like a painting. I mean, it really looks like a live painting, or as we say now, AI paintings, that they are getting their own different life. It's really a beautiful view, and each room has a sea view, so you can have a special feeling here, how it looks from the inside as well. Beside that, we have a halotherapy room with this beautiful salty special wall. We do have a herbal sauna. We do have Finnish sauna. Also, we do have a steam bath and a flutarium. Beside those, we have 3 treatment rooms, out of which one is for couples and including jacuzzi inside. So quite a few things to do. And as I mentioned before, we have a special 3 rooms which are for different kind of activities. We do sound healing, yoga, so different kind of activities that we have in the property, but also based on your preferences or guest preferences, we can do different organization. But not only in the closed area, we do these sessions as well on the open air as well. It is not strictly connected to those rooms. And something, I would say this is something different, because gym in a fortress wasn't something common to see, but we made it as well. And as you can see, it's quite nice. It looks cozy till you start working out. Yeah, so it's a really a small beauty for the guests to enjoy while they stay with us, but really equipped with the state-of-the-art equipment, as you can see. And as I said before, not only that we organize concerts, not only that we organize opera nights, but we do have artists in residency program, which I really believe gives the island a special touch. And during summer months, while we are open, we do have artists who are staying on the island, and they are getting inspired by the nature and the beauty of the island and doing their own artworks. Sometimes they're painters, sometimes they're sculptors, so different type of the artists. And you could see those in Pinea Bar. You can see these in some of rooms, in panoramic rooms. But we are trying actually to make the difference as well, and to give the guests chance to meet the artist who made the artworks here. But not only that, we can do a different kind of workshops and activities with the artists who are on the island. And for the end, this is am I okay with the time, Dominique?
Yes, you are.
So at the end, just to show you what kind of beauty it is during the night, it is completely different atmosphere. So no worries when we do not have events, these lights are not this shiny, so we let the guests sleep. But these photos are really showing what transformation capacity the island has. So we had different kind of events when guests would do different kind of light shows and activities. So we are really a canvas to be painted on, and we are looking forward that you put some paint on it, I would say, because Mamula really gives an opportunity for creativeness and for special events.
Thank you very much, Senia. I see some few questions. Sandy is asking, are most of your guests cruise passenger for pre and post?
Are most our cruise passengers? No, that's interesting. They are not pre and post. Yeah, we do have guys who are circling around, but not necessarily cruise passengers. Yes.
All right, but that's actually a good idea for pre or post, huh?
That's true. That's true. As I said, everybody gives a new pair of every new pair of eyes gives a different perspective.
Oni would like to know, what do you recommend? How many nights do you recommend?
Well, that's an excellent question. That's something which we noticed. For example, last year, guests would stay 2 to 3 nights, maximum 5. This year, we saw the change because guests would stay 7 to 9 nights. So we realized that the guests are coming for the retreats. They're coming for the yoga program. They're coming for grounding and calming themselves. But also we do have guests, for example, who stay 3-4 nights in Nikki Beach having a heavy parties and then come to us for a detox, for a relaxation, and getting back to the roots for a couple of days. So depending on the guest preferences, if they are adventurists, they can do a lot of things around the island as well. If they want to relax and enjoy, they can come to us for a longer period. But we notice that the guests are extending. When they come, they decide also to extend the stay because they enjoy the calmness of the island. Yes.
Thank you. Oni would like to know, what's the price point for a buyout per night?
Okay, the price point for, let's say, shoulder season, which we call April, May, June, September, and October, is 76.5K per night, including 5K credit for food and drinks, plus service charge, which is 10%. And for the season, which is July and August, it is 115K per night.
For 32 accommodation and 10 are room and 22 are suites.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you,
Sandy
Dominique.
said, such a charming, unique property indeed, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
I want to know, when did the hotel open?
Okay, hotel opened 2 years ago. Let's say the 2022 was really the soft open, the trial period, which wasn't officially open. 2023 was the proper soft opening of the hotel, and this year we really got there, in terms of opening all the rooms and all the outlets. for 2025, let's see what the charm is coming. Yeah. So
And
now we know what we are dealing with.
we just started working together, huh?
That's what I wanted to say. We just,
Sure. So
this is the
now we're
first
gonna,
part.
huh?
True,
Olga
true.
say, wow, very impressive property and furniture. Katie,
Thank you,
thank
Olga.
you. Very interesting and beautiful property. Would like to know more about artist residency and the workshop that might be offered.
Of course, thank you very much for asking. For example, this year we had painters who were staying with us. I can even send you separately if you want a list of the artists who were there. So basically, depending of what type of the artist is staying on the property, we prepare special workshops which are possible to take. So we are still doing the plan for next year, 2025, and I can keep you posted as soon as we finish the program and the activities for 2025. Now we are collecting the artist jewels from all around the globe and as well from Montenegro. We want to include some very famous Montenegrin artists to do the workshops.
Sandy would like to know, are there any elevator or just stairs?
Mostly stairs. We have one elevator and it is in the atrium area, and that one brings guests to sky suites and panoramic rooms and suites. The rest of the rooms do not have elevator. They are around the island. So for some of them, there is no stairs. They're just on the ground level. And for Adriatic rooms, there is like a 20 stairs.
Ginny wants to say, gorgeous, thank you for this excellent information. Maria
Thank you.
Eugenia, you said, how do you fly it? So maybe you came a little later, Maria Eugenia. Would you like to repeat a little bit how to get there?
Yes, of course. So the best connections to take is either to Tivat, which is in Montenegro, and it is 40 minutes away from our property by land and boat, or to Dubrovnik, which has much bigger selection, I would say, of flights, which is hour to hour and a half drive from us. So I would say Dubrovnik is much better connected, and especially, for example, UK and US, a lot of people are coming through London as well. So British Airways is flying to Dubrovnik. This is the difference compared to Montenegro. And there are direct flights, I know, from Dubrovnik for different destinations, much better connected, as I said. So I would recommend Dubrovnik, definitely.
And the guests can come from Dubrovnik by helicopter. Is it something? Because
By
it's
helicopter, sorry, by boat, by helicopter, or combination of land and boat transfers. So whatever they prefer.
And plus, when you're on the island, you can really jump anywhere on land. So you could be in Great Bays and then you go and prospect.
True, true. So if the guests do not want to spend all the time on the island, it's like 5 to 10 minutes drive to the mainland, which is called Luštica Peninsula. And there is a beautiful, a whole city called Luštica Bay with beautiful restaurants, as I said, activities, concerts, they can enjoy. Also, it is like 40 minutes drive by boat to Porto Montenegro. Porto Novi is only 20 minutes away from us if they want to research what, for example, is happening in One and Only or other properties there. But there are many possibilities to take. We are very close to mainland. I mean, the catch is that you can enjoy the privacy and completely feeling the different atmosphere in Montenegro, and then get connected if you want quite easily and very fast.
Yeah, and you come back to your castle, nothing bad about that. Catherine would like to know if most of your guests are European, because you just talked, so maybe.
Catherine, I hope that is going to change.
Oh, we're gonna make it change. We just started.
we saw it actually, and this is how we started the cooperation, because we saw a huge interest from US market. So UK, US is something that we saw increase from, and Europe naturally, but we also do have guests from Emirates as well. So I say we are a global fortress, a small global village.
Yes.
So guests are discovering us from each area. The least guests we have from the surrounding countries, let's say.
So just a reminder of the room, 10 room and 22 suites, so 32 accommodation in total.
Exactly.
You didn't show everything. I have more pictures of the room, the beautiful curved terrace,
Oh, yeah, well,
Yes,
I
yes,
didn't
yes.
want to bother them with
We
all
don't want
those.
to
They
bother,
need
but
to,
I know more. Voilà.
that's true.
Cathy, thank you. We will definitely send you the example of
Oh,
workshop.
perfect.
Huh?
With
Voilà.
pleasure.
Sandy wants to know, does the boat service run all day or by reservation?
They are run all day and by reservation. I mean, we do like
Both, huh?
we do not have
Yeah.
like a schedule. Guests would come to us and they say in
I
half
need
an
a
hour
boat.
or
No.
15, and it's done.
Oh, no, it's great. Huh? So, Angel, you said great presentation. Thank you. Well,
Thank
thank you
you very
everybody
much. You're
for
so kind.
joining us. We are very excited, and I think your clients doesn't know much maybe about Mamula, so it's such a nice property to offer and show them that you are in the know. Huh? All
Thank
right.
you very much for the opportunity, Dominique, and thank you all for your patience and taking care of every detail of the presentation and for all your questions. Yeah, it means the world. Katie, I will send you examples of the workshop.
Okay. And you will send
Thank you,
the recording and all the information to everybody as well. Huh? Thank
for
you,
sure,
everyone.
for
Wish
sure.
you a great day. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth.
Bye.
Yeah, Christina.